guys, Luke here from Mix It Up 1108. Welcome back to another Minecraft video where today we are going to be covering the new 1.18 experimental snapshot. Now, this is an experimental snapshot, so it's not as easy to get. There's a whole link and explanation on their website if you want to get it. So I'm not going to go over that. But what this includes is all the terrain generation. So the block limits have changed, the mountains are bigger, and the caves are bigger. Now, again, an example of the mountains already, you can just see the more layering and how tall these mountains look. They just look like more real mountains. They still are not going to be easy to get up, but you know, they're real mountains. And then over here are some pretty good cave examples. Now again, they're probably going to be a little bit neater when the actual update comes out. This is the experimental one, again. But this is so deep. We are currently at 7. Why 7? But you can go deeper. The lowest point that I found in here is -8. And you can go all the way down to -64. So this is a dripstone cave filled with dripstone and mobs, and it's dark, and there's bits of lava and glow lichen there. It's so crazy looking. Like, this is not what caves currently look like in Minecraft. Currently, they are just little tubes with slightly wider areas. There's no big openings like this except for the occasional ravine that really doesn't even look like this. This lower area, if you made it a bit deeper, that'd be basically a ravine until you get over here. So there's a ton of dripstone, you know, the stuff that is stalactites and stalagmites. But that's just this cave. It's pretty cool looking though, just how it juts into the earth. We will see several more examples of this later, but I thought this was just the most obvious one of how you're walking along and then there's a huge cavern in the earth. This one as well. But where I want to go is over here to this mountain. So this is, once again, obviously new generation. It's very tall, very layered. But this is actually a new biome. This is the meadow biome. So there's been a few new biomes. I do not know all of them. But this is the meadow. So it's a biome where there's all these purple flowers, the allium, and then only sheep and donkeys spawn here. No cows, no horses, just sheep and donkeys. And as you can see, we are on a tall mountain. It's so crazy looking. The entire world looks incredible. Like, if we come over, look at this at this angle. There's just little caves, and then all of a sudden it's a giant sheer mountain that's also climbable because it also becomes kind of gradually a part of the normal ground. As you can tell, I'm really excited about the mountains. But what I want to show you is a snow-capped peak, which is also one of the new biomes that have been added. I cannot get over how nice, like, the layering and everything looks. So welcome, my friends, to the snow-capped peaks. As you can see, these mountains are a bit taller, and they're a bit more realistic looking. They look more like how we imagine the mountains, with the snow, with the dirt blocks, with the caves, with everything. They just look more like real life. Look at these caves, and then you come over here and boom, there's a lot less snow, but there is still some. Like, the generation, the mixing, the spread, it's all so crazy. Now, there is also the thing where you can find powdered snow naturally. So obviously these snow-capped peaks, they have packed ice. I don't think you can find blue ice. However, I don't know. There's snow blocks. But then there's also sometimes you can find powdered snow. Just like right there. So powdered snow is a new block in Minecraft, obviously. It has a different texture from regular snow. And you can't jump out of it, you just kind of fall into it. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so like this is the regular snow texture. It's very hard to tell. But you can see that this one is a bit more detailed. So you just go whee! and you just fall into the powdered snow. Now, in survival mode, you would freeze, you take half a heart like every 3 seconds or whatever. It's pretty crazy, and you can't jump out of it, you'd have to break it. If you have leather boots, of course, you can avoid it. So, if you don't want to like waste time waiting for it in a cauldron, you can just get it here. But what I wanted to show you was this, just how it goes from mountain into a little valley back into mountain, and how these actually look, they just look so cool. I cannot actually believe that this is Minecraft. Like, this looks so different. It's so cool looking. Yeah, I'm big fan of what is coming in 1.18. But we've covered the mountains now. I've shown you some of the new biomes. I've shown you what the mountains look like, how big they are, how different they are. I also want to show you that these are not the tallest mountains. You can go up to a build height of, I think, 320 blocks, and you can go down to -64, and these mountains only go to 165, which now we're gonna look at the caves, however. So I know that a lot of people have been asking for a cave update forever, and they were super excited about this. So the caves are gonna be what so many people are excited for. So I'm gonna give myself night vision, I'm gonna go into spectator mode, and we are going to see what these caves look like. And then after that, I'm going to show you what they would look like in survival mode with just torches. Alright, so this is a bit cluttered right now, obviously. There's a lot of different caves as we were just in a big mountain system. But these are some of the caves. Let's go to a clearer area so you can actually see. So obviously, I am currently at -16, which is lower than you can go in 1.17. And anything below Y0 has a lot of deep slate, and it's kind of cool that you can tell the difference so easily. Like, look, currently I'm above and I'm below 0. So yeah, these are the caves. They're now kind of spindly, but there's some wide parts, there's some narrow parts, there's some tall parts, there's some short parts. There's just so much variety now. Like, this in here is what basically all caves are like in 1.17 for those of you who do not know or have not played Minecraft in a while. So having caves like this randomly, or like what I showed earlier, or like this, and just randomly, so crazy looking, is gonna be so new. Like, look at this huge area. It's so big, it's got so much. There's glow lichen, there's tuff, there's lava, there's gold, there's redstone, there's just so much in here. Now you can also obviously find all the ores, and there are also aquifers. So some caves are filled with water. I'm trying to find a good example of that right now. We're passing by some. Here's a good example. So as you can see, this is just a regular cave that is just filled with water. It's an aquifer. It's very cool looking. And you can enter it from a regular cave. So stuff like that, to me, is going to be so cool this update. It's going to be so game-changing. It's just going to be it's going to be fun to see how people mess around with this. So I have found a big cave area, and we're going to go into creative mode. And we're going to remove the night vision, and I'm just going to show you guys what some of this will look like in survival mode if you just have torches and you can't actually have night vision. This is not even the most extreme example. Some of the ones that I showed at the very beginning of the video are going to be much more annoying to deal with than this. So as you can see, we are now without night vision, and these caves are dark. Now you might be wondering, but how are we going to deal with mobs then? Mobs now only spawn in a light level of 0, according to Mojang. In 1.18, they are going to be testing that and trying and changing that, which I think makes a lot more sense than light level 7. Wow, there's a lot of mobs back here. So, you're still going to have to struggle because, you know, there's going to be a lot of dark areas back here, but it's so cool looking. Like, look at this. It feels like you're in an actual cave. We're gonna go look at the ones closer to spawn, and then we will end the video. Alright, so you found a ravine. This looks actually pretty similar to some of the ravines that we have nowadays. Except, look at how deep it is. So if you were exploring this in survival, you'd be just like, how do I get down there? How do I do this? Look at the mobs. Look at all of this. This is gonna be so fun and annoying to explore in survival, actually. Oh! If I had messed that up, I would have just absolutely died in survival. However, I'm gonna assume that I was a master water bucketer, and because I want to show you guys what this looks like. This is gonna be so crazy. It's gonna be really, really fun. So the other thing that has been added to the generation are the different cave biomes. So I'm going to try to find for us the lush caves, because those have been added and they are pretty cool. So while I'm looking for these, I just want you guys to see how insane these caves look. Oh yes, we found some! Alright, these are the lush caves. Now this is a very small lush caves biome, but you can see the spore blossoms are here. The glow berries are here, and there are some times that you can find just full biomes, like over here, of just pure moss, azaleas, lush caves vibes. It's really cool that this biome is going to be in here, and I can't wait to find better examples of it in other worlds. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. I am going to be covering much more of 1.18 and Minecraft updates. This is a really exciting update. I wasn't sure what to think of it, but it's so cool, everything that's happening to the caves. And yeah, I'm really excited. I did not expect this to be what Minecraft looks like. So if you want to keep up to date and you want to watch other videos of mine and you want to be notified, hit the subscribe button and the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.